right, shalom.
Shalom.
First off, all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful light preachers, word of truth and sincerity, for the brothers of the Great Millstone Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify, and wanted to make a statement as far as these affiliates go. And the shit that I'm seeing, man, it's a lot of lack of sincerity, a lot of a lack of actual devotion to this truth that's going on. Because for you to really be devoted, the scriptures tell you that through the words of the apostles, these are going to be the words that men are going to be saved by. But there's people in these affiliate camps that don't want to come into order under those men that they're fucking learning from. Like, y'all don't understand the time frame when Elder Apostle Har and the head brothers put out the order for the affiliate camps to check in, and men didn't. That if you were in the spirit, if you were in the spirit and you were really being on this thing for real, you would understand that that's actually a prophecy as far as the parables what Yahweh talked about is actually happening. That's what we're going to go through, because we're in the time of sifting. We're in the time where the net's being pulled to the shore and it's gathering the good and bad, right? And all these things are being sorted out. You got that dude Shapala, the 12, got caught up making an affiliates of the affiliates group chat, talking shit on brothers that are in this, but still making videos, giving double honors to the elders and apostles. Well, who the fuck do you think the men are that are below them? We're set up in a position. We were given the clear in the spirit through Yahweh Shai and through those men to be in his body to help structure everything right, but men are not showing that honor to that like they should. Like, this ain't we ain't in no fucking cakewalk. This is hard work, man. And men ain't showing enough order to it and enough respect, and it's because the whole reason why you're affiliates, the whole reason why there's so many fucking affiliate camps, is because when the order came out that no new members in GMS would come in, you tarried for a little bit. But when you saw how serious that order was, and that you wasn't gonna come in on your time, you went out and did your own fucking thing.
Good. I was gonna say real quick, a lot of niggas, man, they wanna be the man, man. You know, I sense that, bro. And that's why a lot of dudes can't take order. Because they want to be the ones giving the order, but you got to understand what the order is in order to give order. Right. And if your lot is not to be head of a camp or not to be, that guy, so to speak, which we're all that guy, as long as we're part of that number, little when we are, you know what I mean? But if you're not, because scripture talk about seeking privileges, man. If a nigga can't have privileges, if he can't run things, he don't want nothing to do with it. And that's not of the spirit, man. Yeah. That's not of the spirit. You know who got that spirit, man? Nate got that spirit. Yeah. You know? Alazar, it's examples of that, man. Right. The best thing to do is to fall in line, man. Right. Fall in line, man, and play your position. It's the same that my uncle used to say in the world, man. He say, I don't care if I'm the janitor on the yacht or the one driving the yacht or the one that own the yacht, as long as I'm on the yacht.
Right. And that was the spirit of David, man. He said it got to be a doorkeeper.
Yeah.
I got this real quick. Sirach 32:18. A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when he himself has done without counsel. And that's what these affiliates. Sirach 32:18. A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when of himself he has done without counsel. So that's the spirit of these affiliate camps, man. Well, that's why you see them in a wayward direction, because they don't want to take the counsel of the men that were given this truth. You know, we were speaking earlier, and Great Millstone has a lineage going back to the men of the Bible. The reincarnation of King David was part of our line, man. The reincarnation of the prophet Elijah is part of a line that we come under, man. That's directly from the Bible, man. Those are the men of the Lord that we read about. It's not just a thing, man.
Yeah.
it's something to that very, like, this is it, this is the truth on earth, man.
Yeah. And with the separation in this thing, going on that note, between being within the body of the Great Millstone and the affiliate camps is, over here, everything's scrutinized.
Right.
Every fucking thing, no matter what position you're in. It doesn't matter about position over here, but with the affiliates, position matters. With affiliates, things get swept under the rug, shit gets let go, and the reason why it became affiliates is because you knew dang well it wasn't gonna go your way. It was gonna go the way of the Lord, and those things take the way the Lord takes. He take his good time. There were men that still came in within that order, so there were men that actually saw the value in just still sticking around.
Right.
But you had men that didn't see the value in just sticking around.
And bro, to be completely honest, man, you know, it's like a thing of faith, bro.
Mhm.
You know, like, so that's their law to be tried, you know, so, you know, to kind of touch on what Tazar said, man, you know, the scriptures talk about this thing, you know, being a body, so not all people can be the head. Okay, because the body needs a foot, you know,
Right.
the body needs all the other parts as well. So not everybody can be the same top body part, man. You
It's
know,
like you're talking
you know,
about-
so you have to like truly just be grateful with what you're given, man. You know, and there's a scripture that says, it says, godliness with contentment is great gain. That's great gain, man. To be content with what you got, man. To be content with what the Lord gave you, man.
Hey, these niggas don't even consider the fact that,
Oh, it's so much mercy that you have the truth, period, man.
not just that, but these niggas don't even consider that, like, see, when you come into the truth, man, there's certain demons that you're gonna have to overcome, man, when you start going into the history. And one big demon is a heathen demon. That's, bro, niggas don't even consider, niggas hear that they Israelites and go wayward, man. So I'll start putting on headbands and belts and
Beats and shit.
fucking, yeah, you know, just, you know, sleeves and all this shit, man, and it's like, bro, like you,
Superhero.
yeah, and then you look at them and you be like, you can't even, these niggas can't even conquer the simplest demons as far as lying.
Damn.
Not shaving their chin, not marring their beard, man. You understand what I'm saying? Not cutting it all the way down. If you golden bald, not just fully shaving your head. These niggas can't even conquer the smallest ones. Now imagine if a heathen demon hop on your head, then what you gonna do? Knowing our people have been mixed and mingled, but knowing what scripture say, you know, the Lord has not dealt so with the heathen. So if you got the truth, right? If you got the truth, then you're not a heathen, you're an Israelite, man. If you believe in those names wholeheartedly and sincerely, and you pray to them, right? And you fear the Lord, man. A heathen don't fear the Lord, you know. But these niggas showing that they don't fear the Lord. They showing that they don't fear the Lord. And one way you showing that you don't fear the Lord is not following order. Right? You're not following order. Like even out here with the affiliate out here, it's like before I came in, it was an order, man. You stand on the other side, you learn, you teach. But before that, it was watching videos.
Yeah.
Then it was, okay, cool. You get word. Okay, where a camp at in this region? Oh, boom, they downtown. Then you go downtown. Then you stand over there, and you get basically you stand there until the spirit hop on the camp to allow you in.
Yeah, you get to learn how men operate in faith. You get to watch how brothers preach the word. You get to really assess your level to them men and see whether or not you're even on a level to be in that lot to preach with those men. That was the thing about being on the other side. And when the order came out and men were encouraged to do the work, instead of you sitting there assessing it and seeing whether or not you were ready to do the work, you took that, it was an opportunity taking that, you know what, I got this portion, this man got this portion, where you were never built up to stand on your portion alone. And you just depended on everybody else's portion. But nobody got built up enough to rebuke one another, to stand on the right things. That was the reason why there are camp heads and leaders that you're supposed to fall under. And those things were neglected, so now you have bullshit. But now the order was affiliates were supposed to check in, supposed to report in to see who was ready to come in the body. And men are refusing to do that, which is showing your ass Because here it is, you show double honors, but you don't want to come under the men that were there. The scriptures talk about learning to serve great men. You got that one earlier?
Matthew.
Not the Matthew 13.
The one about the
26
tutors?
Yeah, tutors.
Yeah, I got it. It's Matthew 20 verse 6. Like, no.
You wanted to, I think you said to start up at like verse 2 or 3.
No, this is the tutor scripture.
Okay, so like.
Yeah, I got it right here. It's Galatians 4. I'm trying to top and reads. Now I say that their heir, as long as he's a child, differ nothing from a servant, though he be a lord of all.
You see? The heir different nothing, the child different nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all. Right? We're all, when you come in, you're a baby. You come in, you're a baby. You have to be built up. You might be a baby for the first, you're a baby until you cross the line.
Right.
And then even then when you cross the line, now you're an infant. For the first 2-3 years, you don't really know nothing. You're really being built up and being given experience to actually start forming the words to speak to the Spirit during that time. So you different nothing more than a servant. But you got a servant, like the scriptures say, there are 3 things that the earth is disquieted. And it said one of them is a servant that beareth rule. You got men that are in affiliate camps that are really not built up in the spirit to where spiritually they're supposed to be on the level of a servant. You're supposed to be there just to, we're all servants, but there's levels to that. Spiritually, you're supposed to be on the level of a servant where you're just hearing, you're listening, you're taking order, you're trying to fall in line with that household to make sure you're a part of that household and you're serving that body in a correct way, because the scriptures say, like when you come into this, you're going to learn to serve great men. But then you got, or now you see Shapal the 12, the bullshit he doing, a servant that bear rule, and look at the bullshit that came off of that, right?
Hey, bro, just a quick testimony, bro. After I crossed the line, bro, I didn't get my first video until like 6 months in.
Right.
And it was like, it's like a 12-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
And, cause you gotta move with fear, bro. Okay, you wanna break it down to the T perfectly, you know, and you don't wanna be wrong, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's when you try to rush the growing process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, so, you know, so basically, man, you know, if you rush it, you know, then you're not fully, perfectly built with a solid foundation, man.
Right.
So, you know, so at some point in time, man, you know, shit's gonna begin to fall apart.
And that goes into the scripture about the man that's trying to go to the wedding, takes a hike. I got the scripture right here to you. So when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down.
No, you go first.
Okay. When thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. He that bade thee, him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room.
Mm-hmm.
And when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. For that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher, and shalt thou worship in the presence of them. Yes, sir.
Just in that scripture,
Yeah.
that's how you know, like, because in this truth, we do that naturally.
Yeah.
Right.
Like even when we went to Vegas
Mm-hmm.
with the conference, we wasn't sitting with the highest of the high. We was in the back. We was in the Rosa Park section
Yep.
with each other.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Chilling, man. You know, we wasn't the first to the dinners. We wasn't the first to hang around with everybody. It was calling us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's naturally, you know, it's naturally in us to do that, man. But you know that by the humbling you get when you come across the line,
Right.
You know, so like.
Come, so when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. That when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher.
Yeah, and how humbling it is to know the scriptures, to know what you know, and know that you have something in the spirit that you can add to it, but to hold your peace because you know the order. That's what you get from being on the other side, from having to weather that storm, right? This brother was around for 2 years before he came in. And because the old head was being an asshole, and we knew within that first year, like, yeah, that's a man right there. So y'all don't even want to suffer the same things we suffer.
Get some more finish stuff though.
I'll finish the scripture off there. It says, then shalt thou worship in the presence of them that sit and meet with thee. whosoever exalts himself shall be abased, he that humbles himself shall be exalted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you gotta have a spiritual, the scripture says to be humble. You know, the scripture says to be meek. You know, and that's something that you can't fake, man. You know, you gotta wait till your time is called, man.
Yeah.
You know, like every brother here that was on the other side of the line, you know, we all waited for the Spirit to call us in. You wouldn't try to rush anything, man. You know, but I know I say, I think you said it too. When we first came around to the camps, we weren't even thinking about crossing the line.
Yeah.
We would just want to be in the presence of the truth.
Yeah. I just wanted help.
Yeah.
I don't care the goddamn size for y'all. What y'all want?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first, like, I'm gonna say year, all I did was hold the sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I did.
Yep.
You know, and I think it took like about almost a year to make videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's you're not rushing anything, man. You know, Scripture says that you have to be patience, man. And then there's an example that bug out that used to come around. What happened to him? Because he was impatient because he thought he wasn't going to get in. When the camp leader got kicked out, he went to go teach him some bugged out doctrine, man.
Yep.
They started out taking the truth, but after a few months, they went into some new covenant type bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even the elder warned them that you don't gotta be around that dude. His demon's gonna hop on.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what happened. Go ahead, bro.
In James 1 verse 3, we knowing this, that the trying of your faith for patience, but let patience have a perfect work. They may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So honestly, that's all basically the point. You want to be on top of it. You want to be that man.
Right.
Understand that, hey, you're a bunch of low, even in the world, you're a bunch of low between 25 years old. So they think that you just came out saving the world, coming to this truth that you need the man, that you be on top. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's honestly it's like this. How's the general gonna have an army if everyone wants to be a general?
Yeah.
How you gonna win? How you gonna win a war
Yeah.
if everyone wants to be on top?
And they're saying there goes too many sheep down the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I used to work at a grocery store, man. And the GM of the grocery store, I used to push baskets and shit, like gather all the baskets. And he was tripping on me because it was like customers just leave their basket in front of the doors that slide open in the entrance. And he came out tripping on me, and the customer heard it, and he was like, "Man, he shouldn't be tripping on you like that." He said exactly what you said. He said, "It's all these chiefs, not enough Indians."
Right.
And I was like, "Damn!" And then another thing, these guys are going to be leaders of a camp, but you look in their real life, they never been a leader in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're not even a leader, and you really never had a leadership position. If you did, it'd be evident. Because a leader knows how to follow first.
You gotta learn how to lead your own self first and
Yeah.
foremost.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to do things for yourself, man. You know, you gotta be your own leader first, man. You know, before you tell somebody else what to do, you gotta give orders. And it's not that, and the scripture says that when we speak about leadership, we don't lord over brothers, man.
No.
You know, it's not that type of leadership. It's not that drill sergeant fucking leadership shit. You know, barking orders and all that, man.
Yeah.
This brothers need was counsel.
Yeah.
Brothers need was compassion and mercy, man.
Yeah.
You know, they need like a Yahushua. How did that Yahushua he was strict, but he was also there with mercy and compassion. Go ahead, bro, you got it.
This is Sirach 3:18. It says, "The greater thou art, the more humble."
That's crazy, bro. I was just about to quote that, man. That's so crazy. That's weird, bro. That's crazy.
Sirach 3:18 says, "The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord." And just like the brother said, you know, it's not that type of leadership. See, people think like, you know, Esau has put a fucked up image on what leadership is, or dictatorship is. It's not what you think it is. The leader, I read a quote one time. It was like, at the party, the king is the one who works the grill.
Oh, yeah.
But the one who works the grill is the one that feeds everybody and makes sure everybody is responsible for everyone to eat, man. You know, it's responsible for, and he works the hardest. Everybody else playing around. You over there playing with your cousins and shit, the mom playing with the kids and talking to her sisters and all this and all that. And he's working the whole time, man. How humble is that? And sweating over the grill, getting bit by ants, all kind of shit. With flip flops on.
You know, the scriptures tell that if a man throws a feast, he's supposed to sit down last. He's supposed to eat last. That's what it means to be a leader. A leader is a servant.
Right.
It's just the chief servant.
Well, that's what Scripture says. Scripture says, he that fears among you should be servant of them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the brother said, that's real leadership. Real leadership involves self-sacrifice.
Yep.
It doesn't involve like you kicking back and letting and giving orders to the peons, man. That's not what leadership is, man. Leadership is looking onto the welfare of others, man.
Yeah.
To build them up.
Yeah.
It's not a selfish act, man. Leadership is not a selfish act.
And if y'all really ask yourself, you affiliates, you really ask yourself, and you really scrutinize what's going on within your bodies or your little groups, you'll see whether or not you've been doing that, because are things happening within your groups that you're letting slide off of the simple fact that, oh, he's an Israelite? Not everybody that's an Israelite is on point. You might let this man shave you, you might let this man do this, you might let this man do that, and all that shit is against the Lord, but you ain't said nothing.
Right.
So you ain't being a real servant, because you ain't sitting there telling, hey man, our master don't fuck with that. These things gotta happen, and that hasn't been happening, and this is why you're seeing the bullshit pop up that's popping up.
Right.
Because nobody fucking getting on nobody, it's just a fucking free place to do bullshit. Well, we're in a time now where the water's gonna start sifting, man. You got more than that? Can I get Amos 9 real quick? Amos 9 and 9? Or and finish that one off.
Yeah. Or maturity, but is under tutors, governors until the time of appointment of the father.
Read the whole thing. Read this off.
So now I say that the heir, as long as he's a child, differs nothing from the servant, though he be a lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time of appointment of the father.
You see, y'all are supposed to be under tutors and governors until the time of the Heavenly Father, man. Until the Lord, and really we're all under tutors and governors until Yahweh Shai comes, but until the Lord sees fit to give you that liberty within the body. And a lot of people jumped over that growing process, which was needed, man. Not being able to speak for so long, because I had the same upbringing as this brother. Not being able to speak for so long, my demon even told me one day, you don't even say nothing out there. When I first came in the camp, you know how humble that is? Bitch, fucking, shut up. You ain't even fucking willing to go through that. And then when you do fucking start doing something, now you're reading for somebody, but you're not even pulling out your own scriptures.
Right.
But reading for somebody and not pulling out your own scriptures causes you to listen to everything they're saying. And while you're listening to them, you're thinking about scriptures that you could pull out into that. And it's going into your mental Rolodex. Then there's another glory that comes. Now you're allowed to start bringing out your own precepts. Right? But you're still not the speaker. Then they let you start expounding on your precepts. And then you finally get to teach. Now you get to hold your own lesson during camp.
Yeah, and even if you're a brother just hold aside, you still have a voice. I mean, you still make your daily videos and you still do your teaching, your daily videos. So the example I always like to give is like look at Apostle Robert. You know, he don't put himself on the camera. It's always Elder Tahar and Elder Kamar. Does that mean that he's less of a prophet than Elder Tahar and Elder Kamar? No, he's just somebody got to do the camera, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, even when you film at the park, the camera be facing that way.
So every role is important, man. You know, and every man teaches. Every brother with great millstone teaches. But just because you specifically don't see him in front of the camp, speaking at camp, doesn't mean that brother's not making edifying videos, man. And you can put him on his page, man. You know, because we all flow through the spirit.
And it's not about us.
Yeah, it's not about us, man.
It ain't about us, man. Bro, like I always say, man, I ain't gonna say my slave name on camera, but like, that nigga was interested in something completely different before he came into the truth. You know what I mean? And that's who you was. Don't forget who you was before you knew the truth. Because that's what you was doing. You know what I mean? That's what you was doing before you heard the truth, man. You know what I mean? So you always gotta remember that. And another thing, I was thinking about this all week, just from the shit me and this brother going through. The Lord don't deal with pride at all, man. At all, man. At all. I was just walking around the house like, he really don't deal with it.
Well, that's one of the things that the Lord hates. He doesn't do the book of Proverbs. He hates pride, man.
Man. And it's like, damn, so you gotta like rid yourself of all pride, man. And how you gonna do that if you can't even pass the first step? No, regardless of how long it takes, it might take a year.
Right.
It might take 2 years, it might take 3 before you get in the camp. But if you get in, then you get in, man. But you got men that don't want to wait. No, I gotta teach. No. And another thing, you know, you come to the truth, you be thinking the end is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got a couple more Sabbaths left, man. You know, like no, man.
It's a year. You think that y'all shot coming in 6 months. Man.
Yeah, and it's not like that. Then you come into the truth, and that's why you got dudes that tap out and tire out because it's like, oh man, okay, how much longer, how much longer? But then again, it's not about you. It's not about us, man. It's about what the Lord wants us to do. Amos.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, well, this Amos 9:9, it says, "For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn." And with that, you're going to have brothers that look like other nations.
Yep.
That wholeheartedly believe in this thing, man, and that come into the truth, and that stand next to the man that look like an Israelite on the highways and byways, teaching and preaching the truth. It really don't matter what you look like.
Yeah.
You know, but that go over, that's how you know a nigga prideful because, like we had that one nigga that was wearing all black with the hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're all black. It's all black, man. We'll make sure it's like you pointed at his skin, but it's tears too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he's not in the truth.
Yeah.
So he could, you know what I'm saying? He could be one. You know, it's like, and niggas don't even consider that. That's how you know you really don't fear the Lord, you really don't believe. You know? It says, "For lo, I will commit," because he still thought he had a point. To the point where we had to even move camp spots because this nigga kept coming.
Why not you throw? It was a guy.
Yeah, right? So it says, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth."
Now, not only is the Lord sifting us from the nation, but there's a sifting going on right now, man. The Lord is sifting the house of Israel, and He's sifting through these affiliates to get the ones that are sincere.
Right.
You got whole affiliate camps falling the fuck off. There's a whole Men of Valor camp that just didn't meld in. Didn't want to report in and shit like that, bro. A bunch of bullshit happening, bro. A bunch of bullshit happening. But the Lord is sifting y'all, and we're seeing who's really sincere among those groups, man. Who's really in this for the right thing, man. When I came around, even now that I got a position, bro, I knew it was gonna happen in the spirit. And as soon as I knew it was gonna happen, I said, "Boy, I ain't no fucking campaign. No, please,
Right.
please." I was praying for them niggas to fucking get right. Yeah, I was like, man, get them right. I was a shot.
Hey, when I crossed the line, I was like, "Y'all sure?" Y'all cast a lot. You sure? Like, yeah, are you positive?
And now I'm in a position, and I'm like, man, I want to just make sure I can do this to the best of my ability, so other brothers ain't got to go through this shit.
Right. You got to follow that bogus leadership.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to endure those things, man.
Yeah.
You know, because there was times like just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, saying we all now looking back, looking in the past. You know, it's not that was the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, and then now the Lord, he like the brother was saying, he sifted those men out.
Yeah.
You know, I got this Zephaniah 1:12 real quick. It shall come to pass the time that I will set Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are set on the knees, that say in the heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. That's going into that lukewarm spirit, that spirit of complacency. You know, that's what the Lord is filtering out. And that's what he's putting a candle to in these affiliate camps, man. That really don't want to fall in line. You know, he's filtering out that complacency, that lukewarm spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because hey, the scripture says he's gonna spew you out his mouth. You know, and that's not just something written down to sound hard or tough. That's something that's actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Good. This Hebrews 13:17, it says, "Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy."
And that's what's happening, man. That's what brothers are trying to do. We understand the times we're in. The elders and apostles understand the times we're in. They know that men have been standing on the other side. They know that these men have been out there preaching the word. And want to get you under the order, if you're fit in the spirit, get you under the order so that you have access to this body that has this wisdom, that has this understanding, that has the experience that's here. Because that the time where shit is about to get crazy is fastly approaching.
Right.
So this is an act of love. This is an act of really caring about the body to the point where like, okay, we know y'all there. Y'all are not invisible. Hey, this is your opportunity. We need y'all to check it. We ain't gonna let everybody come around. Within Great Millstone, we don't run like the Philly cats run where you just a dude come around for 2-3 weeks, 5 weeks, and now he's in. We don't run like that. It's very serious, man. I look at these brothers like man, this is gold. And I ain't letting everybody see the bust down. Not everybody gets to see that shit. I'm tucking my chain.
Right.
So I'm making sure whoever come around is on point. That it's not gonna threaten us. And that's what's happening in the spirit. But men aren't being spiritual enough to understand that, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you.
And this shit has been a lot of grief, bro. And it shouldn't be. It should have just been all out, a bunch of sincere men really wanting to be on point, wanting to get around the body, and wanting to grow. But it's been a lot of other shit. And the Lord is about to start doing his work. He's doing his work. The Lord is doing his work, man.
Right.
Give me you got anything?
Yeah, because what they don't understand is that this is the coming back of the nation of Israel, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read the scriptures, the nation of Israel was all about order, man. This is Deuteronomy 6:18. It says, "Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why certain individuals have been set up in spirit, you know. And if you don't want to fall under these judges and leaders and officers, then you're going off. So thou shalt not rest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift does blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. That which is altogether just thou shalt follow, that thou mayest live and inherit the lands of the Lord thy power give thee. Mm-hmm. Like the brother said, we're doing this for the welfare of the body.
Yeah.
You know, we obey the orders and decrees of the elders for the welfare of the body. It's not what did it say about the Pharisees? They give harsh decrees and they don't follow themselves to that effect. Mm-hmm. It's nothing like that, man. This is all for the betterment and the nourishment and the edification of the body as a whole. Go ahead, Lord.
Yeah, because you got wicked Pharisees. Not all Pharisees were wicked, but the wicked Pharisees, you know, because Paul was a Pharisee, you know.
He said he was a Pharisee. The Pharisees are the most wicked.
Mm-hmm. You know, but yeah, you got wicked ass Pharisees, just like you got wicked ass so-called Pharisees right now that say law, but then you looking, you know, they like they ain't even following, you know.
Kind of goes with that body too. As I said, if someone brings that body and they got like a parasite or any disease on them, and that's just might influence into the camp, man. Yeah. That's why they deem part of the body is a very serious thing. You can't basically like do where the fuck all you want, bro. Mm-hmm. This ain't no boys club. Right. This ain't no hangout spot. This is a very serious matter. Mm-hmm. This is the salvation of your soul. Yeah. Often people realize it's for your internal soul, man. Mm-hmm. Not as we be here, we be lit. It's like nah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, this is a calling to the greatest event on earth, mm-hmm. which is going to be the return of Yahushua. Yeah. The wedding supper of the Lamb. Yeah.
And you know about eating fried chicken together, bro. Right. That's just extra. That's the Lord giving us extra. But the first thing gotta be the first thing. Yeah.
It's Romans 12 verse 5. So we be many our body our one body, Mashiach. Everyone, they say everyone members. It says everyone members one another, having them different gifts. Like having them gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. For the prophesy, let us prophesy according to the portion of our faith. Mm-hmm. It's like a job interview, man. Mm-hmm. And you gotta be here, like, all right, what do you bring to the table? Yeah. What skills do you have, man? You're not gonna take no dude that's facing mowing lawns all probably for the last 10 years. He might be very good at that shit,
Mm-hmm.
but now he wants to be the CEO of a company.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he's good at that, but hey, this ain't for that, bro.
You don't know how to read inventories, stock reports, none of that. You know, you know how to cut a mean line.
You know,
Edges cleaning a bitch.
yeah, fast as hell, but that's in the position.
Yeah. And those things got to be assessed when you come in. We got to see where you at. And that's really what this all about. But men don't want to be evaluated. You don't want to be scrutinized. When the scriptures tell you that you gotta try a friend. And men are being tried, and you fell in the test. Because how you want to act, how you think shit should go, how you think you should be on this point. And these brothers, man, you learn from brothers in the body.
Hey man, just quick, real fast. I had a friend in the world, man. We used to actually stay together, man. You know, when I first came across the line, and he knew I was I was in the truth. And he used to watch videos and all that. He kind of started getting into it, but he would like stray left and go left, and then every time he would go left, I'd be like, hey man, you know, this is the right way to do that. But the nigga would be prideful and shit. And then it was a time where he had bought a truck and his tire fucking like ruptured or whatever, and somebody had to come pick him up, and the dude, he was drunk, and the dude that picked him up told him he was a Hebrew Israelite. He was like, you know you're a Hebrew Israelite, right?
Wow.
This and that and that, right? And he was like, yeah, you know, and but he still wasn't taking heed, man. And then me and him, you know, probably after a year and a half, ended up getting into it, you know, and we went our several ways for years. I didn't talk to him and shit. And then he had called me to apologize for his wrongdoings, and then shortly after that, he got shot 5 times. Wow. And then the dude that used to be with us, he ended up dying before he got shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, this thing is super serious, but that guy is very prideful. And even he survived getting shot 5 times, but even in now, you think he in the truth? You think he inquired? You think he changed his ways? No, he didn't, because pride is a motherfucker, man. Niggas got all the pride in the world, but don't have shit. And that's something that the Lord hates, man. You can't have no pride, man. And even when you come into the truth, you learn that within a year of just being in the truth. Mm-hmm. You know, you learn how to lead from guys that you follow. That's good. You know, you learn that, man. A good leader, he was a good follower. I mean, a good boss, or a good boss was a good worker. Right. You know, but you got Esau and put the, you know, booty blame on you niggas' minds to thinking that, you know, because Trump ain't going to war. Biden ain't going to war. They both not fit for it. They never been to war, right? But yeah, they'll tell niggas that, they'll tell Navy SEALs what to do. How? Mm-hmm. These niggas ain't even battle tested, man. How? You know, but that's what you have, man. Everybody wants to be a chief, but don't want to be an Indian. An Indian is very important, because without the Indians, there is no chief. Mm-hmm.
You get that, Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew 22:2.
You have one? Yeah.
I was on that.
It says, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage.
And that's what this call was, man. Right? Through the Spirit, the Lord was calling you to the marriage. Get in this body. I'm dealing over here. Hey, come here. Come on. You got men that refused the call. Refused the fucking call. Flat out refused it. And then they make response videos. Talking shit. But you giving double honors. But you talking shit about the men that are under them, like there's no communication and there's no order being had. Right? Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
Yeah, you know what niggas like that eventually do? They eventually stop thinking that they need Yahweh Shai and start thinking that they can go to the Father themselves. Mm-hmm. You know? This is Matthew 22:5. It says, but they that made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise, and a remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them.
You see, and that's what's happening. Because now we find out people talking shit. The same ones that's supposed to be affiliates. Talking shit. Now jump down to 12.
This is
or 11.
Matthew 22:11. It says, and when the king came in to see the guests.
Or actually go to 10.
So This is Matthew 22:10. It says, "So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
Mm-hmm.
And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment."
And what is the wedding garment? It's righteousness. Scripture talking about clothes, being clothed with righteousness, right? Part of righteousness is being in order. And you got men, now the Lord's calling you, and you've been saying that you're in the wedding, you've been saying that you're down,
Right.
but now things are coming out showing that y'all not really down.
Hey man, the scriptures say that their lips, it says that their lips draw nigh
The heart is
to me, but their heart is far from me. You know, and the heart is what holds your
your spirit.
basically guides your sincerity. You know, shows your actions. You know, which proves your sincerity, proves your faith, and all that. So if that's not right, you know, then then truly, bro, you're only deceiving men, but the Lord sees out everything, man.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, it says that it says, talks about how the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, even the most secret parts. You can't trick the Lord, man.
Yep.
You can't fool the Lord, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sure you can fool brothers, but guess what? In due time, man, the Lord's gonna put the Spirit on brothers to examine, man, because brothers have that, like, hey, shit, bro, it's like a superpower to examine your spirit, man, to like truly like see you through.
Right.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna be found out, bro.
Yep.
You know,
Everybody gets
you can't
found
come
out.
into this thing and just fucking toy around, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That light gets shined on you, man.
Yeah.
You know,
That pure light, and it shows all impurities, man.
and if you ain't fit, then hey, you get casted out. You know, we've seen that happen many times, man.
Yep.
You know, their bullshit came to the surface.
Yeah.
Whether it was taking money from brothers or whatever bullshit that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes to the surface. Because what you have to understand, this is not a man. You know, if the Lord don't want you there, you're not gonna be there.
Right.
You know, that's a scary part of the truth, man. You know, that's why that's why it's good to be in the spirit of humility and meekness, man, because hey, the Lord can clean your clock anytime He wants you.
Yep.
Bro.
He can make tomorrow the worst day of your life.
Yep.
Sure. You gotta wake up with that. That's why the scripture says, serve the Lord with fear and trembling.
Fear and tremble, that's it, bro.
That brother says, wow.
Hey, bro, you said that, that they made an affiliate group chat and was talking bad on brothers.
Yeah, that dude Chappelle and 12.
Do you not have any fear, man?
Hey, you know, it's true. You know, one thing I constantly think of is like you always question,
Right.
like not whether you're in the truth or not, but whether you're doing the right things or not.
Oh yeah.
All from I'm talking about from morning. You might have a couple hour break, bro. Probably an hour or two break. That's because you was playing a game or you was working or doing some shit. But even then, you like, bro, am I doing the right things? Am I this? Am I that? Am I this? Am I that? Am I this? And then you always are in a state of considering. You know what I'm saying? That like even when you read the scripture, it says good and bad came to the wedding. You're like, am I the bad?
Yeah.
Your heart get to racing and shit, feet get to tapping and shit because you like I don't, you know what I mean? That's you're in constant fear, man.
The fear of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
The scripture is called the fear of the Lord. You know, the supreme reverence, man. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Hey, I got this quick precept. This is
Rebuking thoughts be on where it's like
there you go, bro.
rebuking thoughts be so automatic.
Oh yeah.
Bro, hey, for real.
Hey, like it'd be like you be rebuking thoughts like it's second nature. You know what I mean? Like you didn't rebuke 30 thoughts and then you know that you just it's like become subconscious now. You just rebuke. Yeah, because it's on that now. You know what I mean? Like you own that, but that's fear. Like I wonder if these I was like, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I wonder if these niggas ever rebuke thoughts.
No.
You know what I mean? Or do you ever consider it, man?
That is right.
You know, it's like
Because the spirit has you recognize when you say some off shit inside your head, man. And that comes with spiritual growth. Like the brother said, I wonder if these other dudes, even have that mind frame. They don't. They don't have that mind frame. But what's only it comes down to, they don't have a fear of the Lord. And, or like the elder Gabar always says, they don't understand what they got themselves into or involved in.
And even rebuking y'all, we consider it ourselves.
Right. Yeah, always.
Bro.
Yeah,
First and foremost with us.
yeah, because whatever we say, the Lord's going to test you on it.
Hold us accountable.
Whatever you say, the Lord's going to test you on it. You tell brothers they got to fast more, the Lord's going to look see if you're fasting, man.
Yeah.
You tell brothers they got to, they got to do this, that, the other. Are you doing it? It's always self-examination going on, man. And like the brother said, you always think like, shit, am I fucking up? I remember there was a point in time when I first came into the camp, I thought I was going to get kicked out every week.
Yeah.
They're going to kick me out. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk, bro.
Because that's your mind frame, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause you recognize great men, and then you don't like, man, I ain't shit. These dudes these men way better than me. They know more than me. They're on a different level, man. I'm not even near there, but in time, the Lord, He brings you out to where you gotta be. But it also takes effort on your part as well.
And these niggas think that you can learn all these scriptures and all these breakdowns and think that that's your ticket into the kingdom. Like, bro, what are you doing it for? You doing it to say, oh, I'm smarter than you?
Yeah.
You had a nigga named I'm Not. They used to be the head of the Detroit camp.
They show you knowledge and shit.
That had that type of mindset, man, and ended up getting kicked out and becoming a bug guy. And he knew breakdowns after breakdowns after breakdowns after breakdowns, and he's no longer here. He had that dude from the Bay who was on the World Most Hateful Group video, who had, you know what I mean? But he bugged out. He had bug out moments. So it ain't about, you have men in the wilderness that have fame. It ain't about that, man. When you in this truth, you come to realize that none of this fame, vainglory, filthy lucre, if it ain't, the only thing that matters, bro, is truth and sincerity. Because with that, everything else falls under that. You know what I mean? That's what you should be, your mind should be driven towards, is truth and sincerity.
In the book of Psalms, it says, let integrity and uprightness preserve me. That's like the brother said, truth and sincerity, because that's what integrity is. Integrity is just another way of saying truth, man. So integrity and uprightness will preserve you, man. It'll keep you safe. You gotta have that first and foremost, man. When you come into this truth. Why you wanna lie to your fucking self? Because if you faking the funk and trying to put something wrong, you're just ultimately just lying to yourself. Like you may look good in front of other men, but why you wanna fucking lie to yourself, man? It doesn't profit, it doesn't benefit you. You gotta be real with yourself, so you can learn where you gotta grow, where you can learn that where you gotta improve yourself upon, man. You can lie to yourself, say, oh, it's okay if I eat these Doritos every day. But after a while, that shit gonna fuck you up, man. Yeah, you can make excuses. Oh, it's corn. Corn's a vegetable. Technically, I'm eating vegetables. You can say shit like that, man.
And you are blind to all the other fucking the
enriched
preservative fucking ingredients.
All
the red 40 and
a simple man makes excuse according to his own will, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got one, bro. This is 1 Corinthians 11. I'll go ahead and start at 24. It says, and when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, take, eat. Slaki, it said, take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. So you come around, bro. You take a drink. And take like a few pieces of bread, man. Basically, taking all this in, right? But if you're doing some sneaky shit, bro, you're doing it unworthily, then you only come around to damn your fucking self, bro. You're only doing it for your own damnation, bro.
Right.
Gotta be about sincerity, man. I got one more. 2 Corinthians 13, verse 5. And so it says, it's like, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves, and so how do you prove that? Is by your actions, man. It says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. And I got that word for reprobate in the etymology, and it says to be rejected as worthless. So examine yourself, man. Be on your P's and Q's, man. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep the fear of the Lord in you, man. Because it says, I think it's Isaiah 33 and 6, man, that the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And the scriptures say that the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. And the scriptures say that that the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. So it all comes down to, like, do you really fear, man? But it's all going to be shown, man, in due time.
God, 22 and 12. Yeah, this is Matthew 22, verse 4. It says, and he said unto him, friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
You see, and that's what's happening. All right? You said double honors on all your videos. Then when the order was put out for you to come in, you didn't. Or we found out they were talking shit or other things, man. Right? So the Lord's making inquisition. Where's your garment? I thought you was really about this. I thought you was with GMS. Then we find out you're not. You're on your own shit. The Lord's about to cast people out. He's going to pull in whatever is good. He's going to cast everybody else out, man. Right? This is the house of the Lord. Give me Matthew 13 and 47.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 47. And it reads, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net.
And that's what's been happening with this order. The net's being cast out. Go ahead.
That was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away.
And that's what's happening. This net's been cast. That order for y'all to come in, for y'all to report in, right? And you have men that didn't do it, or men that we found out they was talking shit and all this other stuff. That was bringing that net to shore. Now we got to see who's talking shit, who wasn't down, who's down, right? You get to see the good and the bad, right? And the ones that are good, they're having that loving eye put on them. Hey, brother, do this, do that, be in its order. Some of them are getting told to put GMS on their title so we can keep an eye on them, watch that growth. Slowly being brought into the body. Some are now being invited to certain lessons and sit downs to build them up to see where they're at. Right? That's what's happening. Go ahead, bro.
49, it says, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the wicked from among the just.
And that's what's happening, because really the sifting is being done by the angels, revealing everything, revealing everybody, bro. Right? This sifting is gonna happen through the spirit, and it's happening right now through the stuff that's going on with this affiliate camp order too, bro. Go ahead, bro.
They shall cast them into the furnace of fire that should be wailing and gnashing.
And that's what's happening, man. Men are getting put out of the body of the congregation. You have no more access, no more affiliation, nothing. And you got other men that are getting mercy, being shown love, that have shown themselves to be having the wedding garments on, shown themselves to be those good fish that just wanted to do the work of the Lord, wanted to be part of the body, had no other intention but to serve the Lord and be around brothers that were being sincere too. Because the scriptures talk about seek out the glory for such as be like thee. And you have men that really took that order and said in their mind, yo, these are the men. I want to be around them. You know, I see the work that they do. I know, like the scriptures talk about, being assured of who you learn these things from. Those men were assured. Right? But we're in that time now where the sifting is being done and things are being cut right down the line, bro. So pretty soon something's got to happen major in the spirit, man.
I got that one that you just quoted real quick. This is 2 Timothy 3:14. Actually, I'll start at 13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. You know, and I've said this before. You know, personally, me, I truly believe, it's like that the apostles, a great millstone, starting with Apostle Tahar on down, man, that they are the pastors, that it talks about in Jeremiah 3:15, man.
Right.
Okay, the pastors that the Lord put in place that are according to His heart, man.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what, man? They feed us with knowledge and understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. This is through the spirit, this is the real body of the Lord. The Lord said what? If you have the spirit of the Lord is prophecy. This is where the prophecy goes now. Right? This is the real body of the Lord, man. The Lord willing to edify younger than anything? Lord willing to edify Paul law.
Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Prophet